Alright guys, last video for 621. This will not take us too long, example 5. So this one's another midpoint one, but it's working backwards, so I want to do a separate video on it. It's just a little different. So a line segment has one endpoint at 12, 0, and a midpoint of 10, -2. Locate the second endpoint. So a couple ways we can think about this. Need it mostly in the positives here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12. All right, so 12, 0 is there. And then the midpoint is at 10 and then -2. Okay? So this is the midpoint. So obviously the other endpoint is going to be further down here somewhere. So somewhere in this area. Okay, so a couple ways we can do this. One, if it's a short line like this, it's really simple. We can just count. How did we get there? So we went left 2, and then we went down 2. So I go left 2 again, down 2 more. That would be -8, -4. Okay, there's another way we can do it too, though, that might be more beneficial if it's a really large graph or 2 points that are really spread out, and you don't want to try and do the addition and subtraction piece. All right, so let's talk about how we do it. So midpoint says x1 plus x2 divided by 2, and then comma, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. All right, and that equals, let's just call it the midpoint, right? So let's just call that xm and y for the midpoint. All right, so what does that really mean? That means x1 plus x2 divided by 2 equals xm, and then y1 plus y2 divided by 2 equals ym. Let's plug in what we know. Let's call the point that we have. Let's call this x1, y1. Okay, and then obviously this is xm, ym. All right, so let's plug in our pieces. We have 12 plus x over 2 equals 10. And then on the other side, oh, that should be a positive 8, by the way. I don't know, I just noticed that. I don't know why I did that. My bad. And then for the other one, that would be 0 plus y2 divided by 2 equals -2. Okay, so what we're going to do is to get rid of this fraction on the bottom, we're going to multiply both sides by 2. So I get 12 plus x equals 20. And then minus 12, I got x equals 8. And then for this other one, same deal, we're going to multiply by 2 to get rid of that fraction. And I get 0 plus y equals -4, or y equals -4. And that is your solution. Okay? So one's an algebra sort of way, another one's a graphing sort of way. It doesn't matter which one you do. But make sure you understand how to do that, because that's a really good question. I've actually seen questions like that on tests and other USA test prep assignments. So make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you check that out. Make sure you can do a question like that if one shows up on the test. All right.